It's Mental Health Miss Maddie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I asked you guys to send me questions what you want to know about the psych hospital, so I thought I would give you guys some insight on this little Q&A that you guys did. So I'll just go through the questions and we'll see how helpful this is. Do you guys go through their stuff when they get admitted, or do you just search them? So when you come to our facility, we wand you down to make sure there's nothing, because a lot of kids do like to hide razors in places. And we have like one of those airport wands, and then if you have backpacks, we don't go through them. We respect your privacy, but we do go through whatever you have on. So we'll have you put it in a bag, change into scrubs. It goes in storage with all your bags so that it doesn't get lost. Let's see. I'd like to know, okay, so this is a really good question, and I need to make a whole video on this, how I don't get burned out. So actually I do. I am human. Getting burned out is a very natural thing. The turnover rate at psych hospitals is super high, and it's because we go through some shit. We get hurt. But it's super high. So like when I get burned out, I have PTO. I will take a 2-week off or reduce my hours significantly. So I'm going in once a week for 4 hours. Because if you get burned out, in my cases, when I get burned out, I start getting short with the kids. I stop, helping as much as in interventions. I don't give as much love as I should. So it's very easy to get burned out. And you have to understand from our perspective, like a lot of people don't last in psych hospitals working because they realize how traumatic it is as a worker, where you do have to cut things off with people, where you do have to watch them go through the worst. So yeah, for me it's self-care, and especially like when I'm home, it's just tough. But we'll make a whole video on that. That's a great question. Okay. Let's see. Do the children see or talk to their family and friends? So you're allowed to have a contact list, and on your contact list are usually your parents, and if you want a grandparent, you can, and your case manager. We don't let you call your friends, only because we've had several times, A, it's state rule and it's HIPAA, and B, we've had several times where someone has had a friend be on the phone with mom, and then the friend tells everyone at school, there are rumors started. It's just to protect you, and you may not like it. You may say your friends are what keep you alive, but that's a whole nother video too. But you have to remember, you're allowed to call your mom and dad, you're allowed to talk to your caseworker, and you're only there for a max of a week, so you can get through a week. What if you have ED and you don't eat? We actually don't really take ED, only because we are a higher risk, and we don't treat it. And not to sound mean, but like if you have an ED, we will give you food. If you don't eat after 2 days, we do have to send you out. That's just A, state precaution. B, if you're not eating, we need to figure out why, and we need to get food in you, and then your treatment can start. So like for us, our main thing is you need food in you, because that is what keeps you alive. And if you're refusing, we need to treat ED before we treat SI. How do you deal with girls on their periods? Which is actually a good question, because we're not allowed to have tampons there. You're only allowed to have pads, and we do have several different sizes, several different thicknesses. I usually give you guys extra because you can't really do anything with them. So the scrubs have pockets right here. I'll give you an extra one every time I give you one, because I get the whole fact of like, if I were 16, I wouldn't want everyone to know I'm on my period. Like half the girls don't care, but from my perspective, I wouldn't want everyone to know, and I do get embarrassed when asking for that kind of stuff still, weirdly, at this age. So I get it. I try to help you guys out. Let's see. What degrees do I hold? So I have a bachelor's in communications, and I am currently getting my master's in counseling and psych, so that I can be a trained therapist. Are there any non-aggressive kids? This is a good question, because I really tell you guys how aggressive they are. Yes and no. Usually the quiet ones are the ones that I really pay attention to, because they're planning stuff. Like they're planning to AWOL, they're planning to hurt themselves. You really got to pay attention to them. There's like two sides. There's like the super aggressive ones, and then there's the super ones that are very SI, and you have to watch them. There's kind of no in between. There's some that come for placement that are in crappy situations, and those are the ones who usually help me on and off the units. Can people still be admitted during Corona? Yes, because it happens. And honestly, I'm actually more shocked that our numbers didn't skyrocket. But I guess our numbers are always higher during school because kids are getting bullied. But then it kind of worries me, like, you know, like, what are these kids going through at home, and are they safe? Because our numbers actually have been super, super low. Are they what they show? Are they like what they show on TV? I've never seen a psych TV show, so I don't know. I know that adult psych is very, very different from kids psych, and all I have to say is, if you are about to turn 18 and you don't actually need a psych hospital, please don't go to an adult psych hospital, because those are like the movies. They are crazy. You could not pay me enough to work in adult psych. So I would say for adults, it's like the movies. Kids, I don't know. I've never seen anything, so I can't honestly say. So how does it, oh, this is a good one. How does it affect your future, and can you wear makeup? It doesn't affect your future. It might if you have placement rules, or do not sees, or you're in LOA. If you're a foster kid, it could affect where you're going for placement. It might change depending on the situation. It might change you from going to a foster care to a group home, but that's it. No, you can't wear makeup. It's very cut and dry there. Like, you put the scrubs on, we do treatment, you go to bed. Like, we make fun of it. We do have a lot of good times there. I mean, the good times, I try to remind myself, outweigh the negative. Like, right now we have a great group of girls. They haven't fought in a day. Like, they're just a great group of girls, and they all get along. It's hit or miss. What if a kid refuses to get out of bed? They can't. I will usually be silly, and there's never been a situation where they haven't gotten out of bed. I will usually bug them. Like I said, the kids usually love me, so I will bug the crap out of them. I'll play a funny song. I'll like shake the mattress. I'll be like, get up, get up, get up. It's your favorite staff. Or like, I'll get food and I'll like put it by their bed and inch them out. Like, there's never been a situation where I haven't been able to get a kid out of bed. Let's see. Do you ever feel like you're carrying the emotional baggage from the kids home with you? Yes. I was working about 60 hours a week when I first started because I absolutely loved it. And I will tell you, I had to take a break because I was snapping at Grace more. I wasn't calling my family as much. I was constantly consumed in the negative stuff at work and getting her in holds and just seeing stuff, and it was really affecting my personal life, which is why I had to take a step back and not do so much overtime. These are really good questions, you guys. The size of the room. It's like a dorm room. There are 2 beds. There's a bed here, and you walk in. That's all that's in there. So a big question is, can trans men wear binders? My honest answer is I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would see anything why you couldn't. It's like wearing a bra, which I know you can't compare them to, but you could vouch for the fact that it eats like your bra. Yeah, I don't think we've ever had someone come in. Like, I think you guys have to understand, these kids, when they come in, they're in absolute crisis. They don't care what they have on them. They don't care what happens. They don't care about their phones. Like, they just want help. So, let's see. Is there a daily schedule for each client that is admitted? So we go through, and I've done a video on it, we go through daily schedules. Every 30 minutes there's a new group. You're being interactive with the kids, you're going to therapy, you're seeing a doctor, you're always constantly doing something. And it's because when you're bored, you kind of start planning stuff. So we try to keep you guys really busy, and it's not a fun facility. We want you guys to be really involved in your treatment. All right, we're gonna have to do a part 2. So I love you guys. Remember, it might be a bad day, month, or year, but it is not a bad life. I love you guys.